Hello, it is May 19th. I haven't recorded any video blogs in the last week, and this is because I have been extremely busy. Yeah, without going into too much detail about my life, because that's not really what this daily blog is about, um, I am going to talk about busyness today. So, as we get older, we find ourselves being more and more busy with things and we get into routines. So, my routine daily is waking up as late as possible for me to still make it to work on time. And after that, I work a full day and I usually get done around 5:30 ish. And then when I get home, I run because it is like my way of bookmarking the day, bookending. So there's like everything that happens before running, and then running is a signal to my body that like it is done. I have completed all of my responsibilities for the day. And then I'll usually cook dinner, and then I'll veg out in front of the TV, or I'll like study Japanese or something like that. So my advice, not really advice, but just based on my life, is it's a certain amount of busyness is good for people. So like if you're bored all the time or you don't really know how to occupy your time, then I see it as like a wasted opportunity. Now, that isn't to say that like having nothing to do isn't good. Having nothing to do can be great. I deliberately don't plan things at least one day a week because you need time to like sharpen the saw, as Stephen Covey says. But I mean, you lose track of time if you're too busy just filling your time with stuff. Yeah, so fill your time, but fill it wise. In other words, like have objectives for all the things that you're doing. So, for example, my running. I run because I like it and it's fun, and I challenge myself. I run about 5.5 miles every other day. So I'll take a day off and then I'll run like 5.5, and then I'll take a day off and I'll run like 5.5. So I usually run like maybe 15 to 20 miles a week. And then every month I probably run like 50 miles or 60, something like that. And then, so I use the Nike Run Club app because I really like it. And it syncs with my fancy watch, which I have here. So that's fun. But the objective is just like overall health, well-being. And then it also gives me a break like from the other things, the work and the personal responsibilities and things. So like whatever your equivalent of running is, it doesn't have to be like a physical fitness thing, although I am a big proponent of physical fitness in some way. I had a trainer a few years ago and he basically said like the best exercise is the one that you will do. So like crash diets and things are good if you have like short-term goals, but if you have like a long-term goal in terms of like being healthy and just maintaining some level of athleticism, then whether it's running or swimming or doing CrossFit or something like that, whatever it is, just as long as you do it, then it is a good exercise. I also maintain a pretty consistent media diet. So like I've been shying away from politics recently. It's just you get burnt out and it becomes like an echo chamber, especially if you listen to the same stuff all the time. But I get into audiobooks, podcasts, I read the news. I actually got rid of Facebook off of my phone because I found myself like spending a half hour a day or something on Facebook, and I'm like, I could spend that half hour reading articles on Medium, which I actually really like. It's like long form reading, and then I have like shorter form things that I go through on like Apple News. There's like short articles, and then I'll watch like a bunch of YouTube videos. I don't have cable, so I do like the Netflix thing, but I actually watch a lot of YouTube videos. I feel like people spend a lot of time working on that, and they're very much like channels, but with less commercials and things, because every now and then I'll watch a regular show on like NBC or something, like Saturday Night Live, and I'm just like surprised by how much of that hour and a half is filled with commercials, like half of it. And I'm like, okay, so I just invested 45 minutes into actually watching something, and like 45 minutes into looking at ads for, medications, that those commercials, the side effects are longer than the actual ad for the drug. So I guess the thesis statement behind this post is stay busy, but stay constructive, but also reserve some unconstructive time where you can just like daydream and connect dots and, connect dots basically, and just think, just spend time thinking, practicing questioning and things like that. Question all the things you think, which I think I've mentioned before in previous video blogs. Anyways, it is May 19th, and I love you. Goodbye.